it come across. Okay,
There
now.
it is. All right. Hey, girl.
Hey, Tasha, what's up? What's popping?
Oh, girl. Saturday.
Hey.
Everything. And then some.
Well, we in on a Saturday. It's raining. The weather is nasty
Yes,
outside.
indeed.
So I guess we'll catch up for the week. See what's been going on.
Yes. Okay, first of all, just to set the record straight, on the last video, we did not coordinate them green shirts that we had on because I have already gotten an inquiry about that. Did y'all coordinate those green shirts? No, we didn't.
No, we
And that was
didn't.
so crazy because before when we got started, I had on a different shirt and I was like, oh, hold up, let me go and change this shirt. You know, I felt a little bit too exposed right there in my little tank top. And I think you had on a different color shirt.
No, I had on the same
You
shirt. I
had
had
the
the
green shirt
green.
on. I think you
Yeah.
had on something else when we first got on. Girl,
I
I
had
have to
on the
go.
green
What you
Bob
say?
Marley.
Yes. And so I was like, man, that was crazy. Well, anyway, no, we didn't coordinate our green shirts.
No, but it was almost like this. I almost put the exact same green shirt that you had on because we,
Really? The
yeah,
employee
but
giving shirt
yes.
from what,
So that,
2016?
yeah, that really would have been. Oh, they over here coordinating outfits.
Yeah, the only video that we actually coordinated our wardrobe was the very first video. That
Yeah,
was the DTRT video. Yeah.
and
So
that was for a reason.
just for those inquiring minds that might want to know.
Yes, they want to know. So you know, we record with another group, and that's amazing. And you missed yesterday. And there may be a topic that we may bring on here because I need to get your take.
Oh God! Every time you ask me one of them questions, I'll be like,
No,
"Okay, so what was the subject matter?" Because I didn't even know what the topic was or none of that.
well, we discussed quite a few, but there was one about, okay, it was about sex
No.
and intimacy and all
Okay.
of that. Well,
Yes.
okay, a young brother, he got on there and said that he had been reading a book. Oh, no, hold on, let me get it right. Sex, like, if you're not married or you have a significant other, do you masturbate or do you just like figure out ways to move on, and just get out over that? Well, the young, the women, they answer, if you don't have anybody, you do what you got to do. So, with that being said, he mentioned that
Excuse
he was
me.
reading a book. Oh no, you good. He was reading a book where sex is only for procreation. Well, creation. You ain't supposed. See,
I'm listening. Listen. I'm listening. Don't listen. Don't even go there. Just
that's why.
my
See,
thoughts is processing. My wheels is turning. I'm just saying.
no, and that's why I honestly wanted to bring this because I was like, oh, this was the conversation that she needs to be here for, but other obligations. It's for procreation. It's not for enjoyment and what people have made it out to be. And, everybody is entitled to their opinion. And I know, yes, technically that is in some people's mind that sex is only supposed to be for making babies and yada, yada, yada. But if you are married or in a committed relationship, but preferably, of course, you want people to be married. I feel like sex is supposed to be enjoyable. It's another form of communication. It's another level of intimacy, and it's a bond. It brings you closer, and it's like I'm gonna say it like this: it's a meeting where y'all can both, where sometimes, you know, you communicate by mouth. Well, this is a different type of meeting where you communicate it with your bodies and you express the love and the enjoyment that you have with that person. And, you know, I understand the whole baby thing, but once you get past that, the baby making stages that you're in. So my question is, are you supposed to just, oh no, you Mr. Gone and get in your side and I get on my side and leave it where it's at. So the reason why I wanted to dive into this conversation a little bit with you is because we can actually get a point of view from someone who is living a Christian lifestyle, who knows more, I feel like, about that, and can give us a different perspective. Because honestly, you know, if you listen to that, it's like, oh Lord, we all sinning out here. You know, that you know, and you know, if people hear that, you don't want people to misconstrue. And then another thing is, well, I'm gonna let you answer, and then I'm gonna talk some more because I'll go on forever.
Okay. Well, I don't profess to be a Bible scholar. I don't profess to have the highest level of revelation and all of that other stuff above anybody and everybody else. And what I say is what it is, but it is my understanding that sex was created for marriage. It is designed for marriage. Um, I do believe that it is a sin to practice sexual relations outside of marriage. Um, I have been guilty of indulging in sexual relationships outside of marriage. So, in saying that, I'm not here to condemn anyone or anything like that, but to say that now one of its purposes um, is the intent to reproduce. But I mean, I'm gonna speak for me and my house. You know, me and my spouse. We have 7 children, and when we got down to them last 2, I mean, they was born in 2017. We still having relations, and I don't have no intent, neither does he, of having any more children. So when we decide that, hey, it's going down tonight, baby making ain't on the agenda. So it is with the intent of, you know, our own pleasure. And I think that um, that's something that's not just designated only for the purpose of reproducing. You know, because if that were the case, then what about people who don't have the ability to have children? There are many people that are unable to conceive. And so does that mean that there's no there's no they should be deprived of the benefit of having a sexual relationship with their spouse? I mean, find I find that a little bit hard to believe. I think that would be, like, to me, that would be crazy. I mean, just based on my belief system, I don't believe that God would design something and give all people the ability to indulge in it, you know, if everybody that was married could not produce, if reproduction was the only purpose You know what I'm saying? For the sexual relationship. Um, then like it's something that fortifies the covenant of marriage. You know what I'm saying? If you, and I'm not trying to go preaching over here, but you know, if you look in the Bible, you know, there are things that marked us. There were certain processes that marked the there were certain practices that people did that really stood as a symbol of the covenant agreement. And I think that the act of consummating the marriage by sexual intercourse, that is a symbol of the covenant agreement. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that makes it, you know, that's the thing that would really substantiate fornication being fornication and adultery being adultery, you know. But I think that's crazy to just think, oh well, you know, well, what happened when you get past childbearing age? Because I mean, I know for women, you know, once we, you know what I'm saying, get to that point, okay, we premenopausal, it be like on and popping in them late 30s, early 40s, you know. And then even with, you know, you got grandpas out here, you know what I'm saying? You got grandpas out here busting it down all over town, popping out babies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got old men, you know what I'm saying, with these young kids, and it's like, hey, that's your grandson. No, this is my boy. This is my youngest boy. This is my baby boy, you know? And so, I mean, like, okay, something happens biologically, you know, sometimes later on in life when we hit those changes. I mean, like, I'm 40 years old, and now Miss Butler can get it. Like, you know. So I'm just saying, I'm not in a place where I'm sitting here just like, okay, well, we done having kids, so we don't have no. And to trust and believe, Lord, if it be your will, I'm done.
Yeah.
Done. You know what I'm saying? The twins almost took me out, so I'm done. You know, but I think that's to each his own. You know, on that, it depends if you and your spouse are of the same belief that, hey, this is only for the purpose of replenishing the earth. Hey, more power to you. Hope y'all real good friends. Because y'all not gonna have nothing to keep y'all occupied if y'all don't have a lot in common. I mean, y'all are not gonna have, I mean, what do? You don't have nothing to solidify your bond, which, you know, that's not the only thing, but it's like, come on now, you know, girl, no, let, I would be probably out of my mind, okay, if I had gone from, okay, well, these are last kids, are we done? I would be like, I'm trying to like wrap my mind around that. Like, no, I don't think so.
No,
like that to me, that is a benefit. That's a benefit that comes with marriage. Marriage comes with many benefits. You know, not to say that, hey, it's not benefits when you're single, but yeah, that's a benefit. And, don't try to cut my benefits out. Need my benefit.
No, and also too, you know, we've talked about it before about the levels of intimacy outside of sex, but honestly, when you build up that level of intimacy, that's only going to make you desire your
Right.
spouse more. So if you're having on the outside of the bedroom, where are you gonna take all that extra love and put it? What, you gonna pat your husband on the back, good boy, or a good girl, or he pat you and y'all just
Yeah,
go on?
girl, my name is
See?
not Spot or Sparky. Don't be petting me talking about good girl.
Ah,
I can't stand that. When I hear somebody say that, that make me think about who is. I'm not a pet. I'm
well,
not a pet.
but I just wanted to get your take on it because, people, I think, I know in the Black community, make sex so taboo. Like, it's almost like, oh, sex is bad. Well, you got about 45 kids now. When did it become bad? Like,
Okay, when you figured it out, girl?
yeah, after that 45th kid, like, sex is horrible and I can't do this anymore. And I think that it makes people have a actual a bad relationship with sex because then they've it's already been frowned upon and people have already made it to be a negative thing where sex was never meant to be that. It's supposed to be a good thing. Uh, as in bond and like I said, the levels of intimacy and all of that. And of course, you do get to have creation out of that. You get to have children, but you don't always shoot and make the basket the first time. You gotta, that's something that
Right,
you got to work into.
right,
And honestly, if I felt like my mate was only having sex with me so that we could have a kid, I don't think I would desire him. Like I wouldn't even be able to perform that act because it's like you only here for this. It's not because you want to be here. That takes something away from it,
hmm,
and so I guess I just didn't quite get that. And, it's good to read things, but also you got to be able to read things as
right,
well. Take more from it or take less from it because usually as a book writer, it's your opinion. This is your
right.
idea. It's not gospel. So,
True.
yeah. So I just wanted to get your take on that
Well,
this
and then
evening.
I don't know. Then the other thing was like the original question. It seemed like you was going to go somewhere else with that question, and it was like it had something to do with masturbation or whatever. But my thing is like I've tried as a single woman. I've tried to be when I was a single woman. I tried to be celibate many different times. Sometimes it was like much to no avail. But I mean, like the only way that I can say that it truly, truly worked for me as a single woman is like complete abstinence. I'm talking about like complete. Because sometimes we try to make okay, well I'm gonna supplement this way and still remain celibate, but it really don't do nothing but aggravate the issue. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. It worked for a period of time, and then it was like, okay, let me make this phone call. You know what I'm saying? But nah, and then it was just like, oh God, I done made the phone call, I done did the act. Oh God, oh, I'm a failure. I gotta start over. You know?
And for me, I feel like masturbation for me would keep me from making the phone call. It has kept me.
No, 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 no. It just made me not make the phone call that hour. But like the next day, oh, so what's the plan? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh my God, then I find myself back in a situation. It's like, I can't, no. And so I was able to successfully I'm just gonna not entertain it. It's just like when you're on a diet, you know what I'm saying? Or you're trying to modify your eating habits or whatever else. And it's like, oh, I'm not gonna go to the buffet, but I'm gonna cook all this stuff and I'm gonna eat just a little bit of it. Nah, that little bit turned into a whole lot too much. And then, you know what I'm saying? By Friday, you at the buffet. Girl, what's up? Let's go. You want to go down to the, you know what I'm saying? No, you be on fell off the wagon. It just don't. It just didn't work for me. But that's for me. But I'm saying that's like. But it took like lots, lots and lots of messing up,
Yeah.
lots of mess ups before I arrived to the conclusion that hey, now this method right here for me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I had been a time, okay, well, it's been a long time, over a year, 2 years. Then all of a sudden, boom, oh God, here we go again. Nope, I done messed up. you know, and that's just the truth. But
Yeah.
it took no, it took a lot of self reflection, and then just getting being brutally honest with myself. You know what I'm saying? It took me being brutally honest with myself about, hey, okay, now you have a goal here, but you're like self-sabotaging your own goals, girl. Stop. Just quit. And then eventually it was like, okay, come on. Come on, girl. Put your big girl's drawers on and keep them on. You know?
Yeah. You hear, me on modified diets and things so that I cheat. You hear,
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah,
it's like, no, once you cheat, then it's like it's shot. It's like blown
yeah,
to smithereens. Like, and then you just like, oh God, I worked so hard. Oh, well,
yeah.
what's the point in starting over? Let me just stay in this bad place. You know?
Yeah, you hear, just keep it
It's
up.
like
Let's keep the
it's
car
just like
strong.
a slow fall down.
Yeah. And I think with everybody, it's gonna take some time. Some people can go and just say, "Hey, I'm gonna be celibate. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna work for that person," and that's fine. But and I think that possibly I could do that. But then it's like you have those moments,
Mm-hmm.
those weak moments, and you're not gonna make that phone call, but you got a situation to attend. You need to tend to.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, and so I can't personally say that I haven't fell victim of trying to tend to my own situation, but
Girl, you can tell
some,
that tell. Well, I probably wouldn't nobody believe in no way.
what
We know
tell
better.
what
I'm
tell.
just saying to say, oh no, oh, I haven't indulged in my me time. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't think, I don't know. I would have a hard time believing that from a lot of sources. I'm just saying.
That people do
Because
or
people
they
say, oh,
don't
I don't do this, I don't do that.
lies.
You lies and deceit. Well,
Yeah, lie.
how you know what we talking about then?
Uh, oh no, no, I don't do well. I mean, that's great, but
But I mean, some
I'm
people,
they can do it though. Some
it's
people are.
possible. It's possible. Some people are very self-disciplined.
I'm a work
I
in
can't say I
progress.
was one of them though. I was not.
I, I'm a work in progress in all my forms of my life. I'm working on all of it. But
Right.
while I'm working on it, yeah, yeah, I yeah, while I'm working on it, at least I ain't making the big bad steps. I ain't making that phone call.
Girl, this, all I can say is I'm glad I'm married in this season, in this, no, like my marriage came right on time.
And I'm so glad that you're
Because
married.
things have gotten very crazy. And so,
It
yeah.
has. And, you know, I'm actually happy to see couples married, even though I haven't made it there. But I'm happy because it's like, especially if there's something that I can look towards and be like, okay, that could be me. I can see myself. I can do this or whatever. But I just haven't made it there. And hopefully one day I do.
There is hope.
Yeah, well, if the
There's
Lord
hope.
says the same, because who's to know? Maybe He don't want me to get there. You just never know. He ain't talked to
True.
me about it, so
Oh,
I
if
have
you talk
to.
to him about it, I promise you, he'll talk to you.
Well, I ain't talked to him about it.
Yeah, talk, oh, girl, talk to him about it.
No, he's busy
Don't be,
with other things. He's helping people who really need it. That question is not as important as some of this other stuff. You
nah, don't be scared.
No, I ain't scared, child. I'm just very cautious. Very. I'll get there.
Okay, so I seen something today, right,
Okay.
online, and it was like, and the guy who posted it, he is a pastor, and he made this post about he and his wife and how they met, and he was talking about like their first meeting of each other, and he was talking about how you know like she had him in this friend zone, but he knew like no, like I can make a lot of sacrifices with these decisions I have to come up that I have to make very soon. But one decision that I'm not going to make is that I'm not going to make this move without taking a chance of getting out of this friend zone with her, because like the whole time that they had known each other, she didn't have a problem having a man. She would always have a relationship, but it got to a point where he was getting ready to go away, to college, and just on a whim, he was like, no, I gotta see if she gonna be with me, because she don't have a man. If I give this 2 years, I might be gone for a semester, then boom, somebody done came in and swooped her up, and so it's like, what do you think about that? He was like, he just like, he kind of, what did he say? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. But on the post, he was kind of saying that he was just admonishing the ladies to check their friends on. You know what I'm saying? You check your friends on, you might find you might find your boo thing up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Not your boo thing,
I
but your husband. You praying for a husband, but you might find your husband in your friend zone. You might be just holding him in the friend zone. And that's the thing. Like, my husband was in the friend zone
yeah.
for well over 20 years.
Girl, then Chad came through and shot that shot.
No, he didn't though. He really didn't though. He really didn't. He didn't shoot his shot. It was just like we had a conversation. Then it was like, okay, cool, let's do it.
Man, I was over here trying to give you all
No,
this, like you smooth your way, because her husband got a
no,
smooth
it was
voice.
no,
You just
it was nothing smooth about it. It was just like, let's get married. And it was like, wait a minute, what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. We'll have to tell that story another time, girl. But yeah, it was like ridiculous. Like, it's really ridiculous. Like, when we really like tell the story, it's like, wait a minute, what kind of mess is that? So
you know.
it sounds unbelievable, but I can't find what this man was saying. But yeah, so yeah, my husband was in the friend zone.
And that very well can be possible, but I don't have too many male friends, so I, you know, what am I supposed to do? I mean, like, I guess I'm not gonna make some. Hey, you want to be my friend? Hey, I guess
Oh
I,
gosh,
I don't
girl,
know.
I don't know. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Just, hey, I don't know. I just came across that, because I haven't really been too much on social media or nothing like that, and so I just happened to go on and look on my Facebook today, and I was like, just scroll down, and I was like, that's an interesting post. And I was
It
like,
is,
ah, well, that's
but
interesting because I found it relatable, you know. But see the
but
difference though, he shot his shot. My husband didn't shoot his shot. He was just like, oh, okay, that's what's up.
now I was trying to get Chad a smooth, like,
Now
with his.
listen, he can be smooth operator, but he just so like, yeah, he just so just mellow. He not
Yeah,
nah. It wasn't none of that. It was just like, I don't know. It was very different. Cause I was the one who brought it to him. Like, hey, um, so give me a call. I need to discuss this thing with you. And it was like that. And he was like, what? Where'd that come from?
yeah, we definitely need to get that whole story. No, and the reason why, Tasha, is because you know you okay. First of all, with the friends thing, do you know how many friends that as women or men that we probably don't let pass by because we just like, oh, well, ha ha ha, you so
Girl, I'm
funny.
telling you, I tried to hook him up with every homegirl I had in high school. I'm so glad didn't. Thank
None
the
of them study.
Lord.
Yeah,
Yes, I be telling the Lord, thank you, Lord, all the time.
it wasn't meant to be. And then two, if you don't, because we always think that the man is supposed to be the one to shoot the shot all the time, to make the first step. But sometimes they're scared just like we are. Sometimes we may have to be the one to put it out there because sometimes they may be afraid we can say no, or we may not be with it. And they may just be waiting for a sign. So we may have to kind of step it up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like he said when we was in high school, he was like, "Girl, nah, I seen you shooting them dudes down. I wasn't finna say nothing to you." And I'm like, I wasn't really shooting nobody down. I was just like not entertaining nobody, that we went to school with. It was just
Yeah.
no, I wasn't entertaining guys that we went to school with like that. I would talk to a couple guys here and there, but I really just like not people that we went to school with. I didn't, nah. I just didn't have. I just that was just not a good experience for me. So I just I avoided that when we was in high school. But anyway, but yeah, we'll talk about it one day. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Give me a
Most
minute. Woo, give me a minute.
definitely. Well, I know that you have a prior, engagement this evening.
Yeah, I do. I have some coming up in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, so today it'll be a short video, which we're gonna try not to make our videos so long, but of course we're mouthy, and this is actually something that we do on a regular, even on our phone conversations. When we
Right.
do speak on the phone, we might be on there. I know at minimum an hour, maximum all day, and so
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to actually condense it down so you guys aren't just sitting here having to watch us. But if you enjoy it, just let us know. We got all the conversation, all of that. But
Yes.
well, let's wind it down, sweetheart, because what you got to do is a little bit important in this.
Need to go feed children, make sure my husband good, and get
Yes.
prepared for all of that good stuff. Well, I've enjoyed chatting with you. I'll be in touch with you. I probably I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. And
Okay.
you had the information from last night. It's the same information if you're gonna come on there.
Gotcha. Let's.
All right, darling.
All right. I'll talk to
I'll
you
talk
later.
to you later, girl.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.